wanted to bring you a little Christmas message, a little December message perhaps. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. The final line of the first verse of that wonderful Christmas carol, one of my favourites. O little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. The hopes and the fears of all the years are met in this town where Mary gives birth to a baby boy in the back room of a public inn. What does it mean that the hopes and the fears of all the years are met in this town? Well, of course, the writer of the carol is being a little bit poetic because, of course, the hopes and the fears of all the years are not met so much in Bethlehem, but in the boy that is born in Bethlehem, the city of David, the descendant of David, Jesus, the Son of God and the Son of Mary, fully God and fully human. The hopes and the fears of all the years are met in him, not just the night he was born, but every night since. What are your hopes as we approach Christmas? What are your fears? There's much to be fearful of. The economic crisis, the instability of our world, the rise of populism. There's much to be fearful of. Perhaps you are fearful of an illness or fearful of losing someone you love, or your job, or paying the bills. He has come to set us free from fear and to see our lives in the perspective of eternity, to see our humanity in the perspective of divinity, to see God's fingerprint on every human being, man, woman, boy and girl, so that our hearts don't just go out to children at Christmas in our families, but to every person around the planet. Our hopes perhaps for world peace, our hopes for a happy family, our hopes that the turkey isn't burnt on Christmas Day. Our hopes and our fears are met in him every single night. And it's not because he was born at Bethlehem, although that's a huge part of it. The incarnation of God is critical to the whole story. But it's also the fact that he died at at Easter time and rose again, beating death forever, the thing that holds greatest fear for all humanity. Rising again, he gave hope that there is more to life than this. Last week I was at a friend's house and bizarrely we were having high tea. I don't normally have high tea, but we did that day. And they'd bought some cakes and things from Marks and Spencer's. And on this plate of cakes was both a mince pie and a hot cross bun. Can you believe that both are for sale it's the end of November? The hopes and fears of all the years are met in this child Jesus, whom the world will celebrate in just a few weeks' time. Him who holds heaven and earth in his hands, who holds life and death in his hands, who holds you and me, our pasts and our future in his hands, and loves us regardless. So if you are facing Christmas in any way fearful, if you are facing Christmas with any hopes at all, can I suggest you try praying this Christmas to the one who made it all and saved it all, Jesus, the one in whom all is all, the one in whom our hopes and fears are met this night and every night. May I wish you a wonderful Christmas and a hope-filled new year. God bless.